Hello, my name is Tim Eilers and I'm the fitness coordinator here at Grand Living at Bridgewater in Coralville, Iowa. And today I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do in your apartment during this time to try and stay limber and to kind of address some common areas as seniors that kind of affect us as we age. So starting off, we're going to make sure we scoot to the front of our chair here, and we're going to start off doing a set of marches. So for our marches, we're alternating a foot that we're bringing up off the ground, thinking about bringing a knee up towards our chest. Now when we do this, the first thing we really want to do is make sure that we're tight through our core muscles. When we lift up our knees, it's easy to start to kind of lean back and put a little additional pressure on our low back. So we want to just take our time going nice and slow without moving our torso. Good. Our next exercise is going to be scapular retractions. We spend a lot of time in forward hunched positions. That's kind of the tendencies that we get pulled forward. So to fight that for posture, we're going to start with our hands up here, about a 90-degree bend, almost like a field goal position. And we're going to push back with our elbows, pinch together with our shoulder blades, hold for a second, and let those arms come back in together. And pushing them back out. The most important part is pinching with that shoulder, with those shoulder blades. Think about pinching something between your shoulder blades and driving back through with those elbows. Good. All right. Now next we're going to switch down to our feet, and we're going to do an exercise that we call foot rockers. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our feet here and we're going to pull our toes up off the ground as tall as we can, and then we're going to pull our heels up off the ground as tall as we can. So we're just rocking back and forth like that with our feet, trying to get as high as we can on the top of that movement in each way. And this is actually something that's going to help us with our balance to help gain mobility in our ankles. And it's also going to help if we have pooling of fluids in our lower body. This helps to return some of those fluids as we do this as well. All right, so relaxing there. Another exercise that we're going to do next here, these are dynamic arm raises. So if you have a shoulder issue, something that you've been told to avoid shoulder exercises, this is one that you might want to avoid, or avoid going as high as what we go. So we're going to start with our arms out in front of us here, and we're going to allow our arms just to kind of fall back, and we're going to use a little momentum to reach those arms up to the sky. And as we go, if we don't have pain in our shoulders, we can get bigger and bigger with those motions. So we start to work on that shoulder mobility. And again, we want to make sure we're not leaning back at all. It can be easy to lean back when we have that momentum from our hands. Okay, so the next exercise we're going to do is a single leg bridge. So we can scoot a little back in our chair, and we're going to straighten one leg out in front of us. So with this leg, we want to hold it out straight so we feel that in our quad muscle here. We want to sit nice and upright, and then we want to push into the ground with our heel with our left leg. So then we'll hold this position for about another 5 seconds. And go ahead and relax there. We'll switch to the other side, bending that right foot, extending out the other one. So remember, straight leg here, and then pushing into the ground with this heel, trying to squeeze with our rear end. Keeping good upright posture. Hold for another 3 seconds. And relax there. Good. So we're going to do one more movement before we finish with a stretch today. We're going to scoot back to the front of our chair, and we're going to do what we call a seated RDL. So we're going to start with our hands in at our sides here. And we're going to lean forward in our chair and extend our arms out into the middle And then we're gonna ease ourselves back upright, pushing our elbows through and pinching with our shoulder blades, just like we did on those scapula pinches earlier. So we keep our back straight as we lean forward, reaching those arms out. As we bring ourselves just back upright, we drive through with those elbows, pinching with our shoulder blades. Good. And the wider you put your feet in that position, kind of the deeper you can go in and the more of a stretch you can get out of that. The final thing we're going to do today is finishing with a stretch. Again, making sure we're in the front of our chair. We're going to do a hamstring stretch. So we're going to straighten our leg out in front of us, one bent, one straight. And we're going to allow our chest to sink down our leg and allow our arm to start to come down until we feel a stretch in the back side of our leg. We're going to hold this for 30 total seconds. So we're going to hold it for another 20 seconds here. Now, as you do this, the more relaxed you are, the more you can get out of that stretch. So making sure you're breathing, not holding your breath, and trying to relax. Let's go ahead and ease that leg in. We'll switch to the left. Doing the same thing, have our toe up. Again, gently letting our chest come down towards our leg, our hand come down towards that foot. And hold that for another count of 30 seconds. And go ahead and relax there. You could do these exercises multiple times per day, or you can do them for slightly longer durations. And if you have any questions, make sure you reach out to your fitness coordinators, and we'll make sure that we can help you learn these movements and get them down and make sure you're doing them safely and effectively. Thank you.